Hi there Virgo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your intuitive tarot reading for the next 6 months. I did film the 2020 overviews back in December 2019. Energies shift and change. We've had a crazy year, guys, so I'm bringing you an update to those energies. What I have here is a card for each month of the year from the Rider-Waite from July through to December. Clarifiers from the Starchild Tarot deck, and what we're going to do is read those pairs. It's going to give us an insight into the big themes that you might be journeying in each month. So let's take a look. Starting in your July, you have the Emperor with the Page of Cups. So the Emperor in Tarot can be a husband energy, a boss or mentor, somebody who's in kind of a position of authority, maybe a business owner as well. And the Page of Cups is often a messenger, an emotional messenger. Some of you might be getting an apology from this person, an offer of love, or a fulfilling offer from this person. The Emperor can be an Aries energy as well. There's also a yes energy, or an energy to move forward, maybe accepting the offer, accepting the apology. So that's what I'm seeing here. The Emperor is also a big energy of, strategic movement, taking calculated risks, really putting plans in place, making strategic decisions in order to move forward, maybe moving forward closer to a situation of emotional fulfillment. The Page of Cups as an energy could be a younger water sign, so that would be a Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces as well. This could also indicate a husband and a child energy. That could be family members of yours as well that are, a key focus for you in July. But I am definitely feeling that emotional offer from this person, and I feel like this person isn't normally very emotional. The Emperor is more of a business person, more of a strategist, more of a practical kind of energy who kind of protects him or herself, it can be male or female, from the emotional side of things. So this might be them kind of opening up, sharing their emotions, expressing themselves in that way in July, maybe telling you how they really feel about you, so that then you can move forward, so that then you can put a plan into place to build some kind of stability or foundation together. It's number 4 in tarot. That can be about putting down new foundations, making plans for the future, that kind of thing. So that's your July, Virgo. In your August, we have here the Two of Wands with Starseed, which is basically the energy of the Fool in this particular deck. So here we see you assessing a new direction, being at a crossroads, fork in the road, contemplating whether to stay in a current situation or to go for it and seek new direction, new terrain, new territory. And the Fool card, or the Starseed energy, is asking you to take that leap of faith and to go for it, to choose the new direction and take the inspired action to start moving ahead. The Two of Wands can ask you to leave a comfort zone. A comfort zone could be a relationship, a job. It can also be having to do things differently to the way you usually do, to put yourself out there in ways that you don't normally put yourself out there. It's really that kind of, ask you, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up in order to get somewhere better, in order to get to that grass is greener kind of reality that you may have been dreaming about? But it's also awakening to the fact that you do have, all the opportunities available for you and to you. So maybe it's now time to get out and explore a new territory, travel, whatever it is that you have been wanting to do. And the Starseed or Fool energy, they just jump in. It's not about, thinking about how it's going to pan out, work out, what the destination is going to be, the challenges you're going to face along the way. It's just about knowing that it's time to take a new direction and just trusting in that, rather than just staying in the comfort zone, the familiar, and allowing that fear of the unknown to stop you from making new decisions to move forward. So in your September, we've got the 8 of Swords and the King of Swords. This is definitely about liberation. So I feel like if you do take that new journey, you are going to be celebrating a sense of liberation, of freedom. The 8 of Swords can be about a kind of self-imposed prison, a sense of being stuck, in a victim mentality, lower self-esteem, that kind of energy. And the King of Swords is kind of the opposite. It's like a very powerful and victorious energy. So there's this sense of freeing yourself from the past limitations, the things that have kept you small, and really rising up in September. The King of Swords is also about the exposing of truth, communication. It's about transforming yourself and your circumstances and seeing the bigger picture. You know, that person in the Two of Wands is also seeing the big picture, looking out over that empire, having the world in their hands. Now we see the King of Swords on the cliff top and looking out, and with that big picture, being able to have the hindsight to connect the dots, and it's seeing that big picture and putting things in perspective that can free you from the limitations of the mind as well. Lots of air energy here, guys, so that was Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. It might be pivotal for you. You know, also evoking that King of Swords energy in September. So, you know, we've got the, you know, in relation to the Emperor as well, a lot of like mature, you know, authoritarian, dominant energy, calling the shots, making the strategic moves that you need to get out of that energy of playing small. It's about rising up, it's about transforming. So that's your September, Virgo. In October, we see you showing up in the reading as the Hermit, along with the Queen of Swords. So we just had the King of Swords, and now we've got the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, again, like the King, is about truth, communication, transformation, and the Hermit is about, you know, taking some time to retreat, to reflect, to go within, to find wisdom, to find truth. And the Queen of Swords can absolutely help you reveal those truths. This can be spiritual awakening as well for some of you. This can indicate that you might be, you know, spending more time alone or single in November. That's the energy of the Hermit. It's also a healing energy, and it's about assessing the path forward. And the more you seek for those answers and collect the information, the details, the truth, you know, maybe have some communications with others to help you with that, that's when that path forward starts to illuminate with the Hermit energy. But this is your card, Virgo, so I feel like even though the Hermit can be a sort of going within and retreating and hibernating energy, there's a sense of power in that for you because this is your card, and the Queen of Swords is also a very powerful, victorious energy. So you're going to be powerful, you're seeking that information, you're getting ready to light that path forward. It could be that full energy that we saw back in September, you know, you kind of haven't quite leapt, or there's different things that need to come together, and you're still kind of collecting that information in October. So your November, I've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You do have a lot of that Swords energy, Virgo, which for me is really about truths revealed, of communication. And here we have it with Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Swords. Now, the Three of Pentacles in reverse is about people not playing as a team, people not working together, people not collaborating. Can be third-party energy as well. The Five of Swords is about conflict, usually conflict with others, harsh words, arguments, sense of, you know, one-upmanship. It's a victory card, but it's a victory that comes at a cost. So you might be dealing with people maybe in the workplace that are just not playing fair, might be using their power in misguided ways, playing people off against each other as well. Of course, it can extend to third-party energy in relationships. That's just for a few of you. But there is a sense of victory here. There's a new beginning, and I feel that communication might be quite vital. I mean, this is the Ace of Swords here, so I think it says if you can rise above it, if you can know when to retreat from that situation, to put down those swords, meaning to not engage, to communicate in very mature ways, that could be the breakthrough that you're looking for. There is a new beginning out of this situation, but I really feel like it's going to take truth, it's going to take honest communication and operating with integrity in November. So that's your November, Virgo. Let's go to your December. Felt like I just caught myself a little bit on fire there. This is why it didn't go into flames. Be careful with these candles. Okay, so your December, you have the Three of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Look, there may have been a bit of hurt out of that situation last month, because the Three of Swords can talk about, you know, healing hurts, and there's levels to it, guys. It can be hurt from heartbreak all the way through to, you know, disappointment, sorrow, despair, that kind of thing. And the Six of Swords talks about moving away or moving on from something. So some of you might be leaving that job or relationship or whatever it is in December, but something went down the month before in November, you know, making some kind of necessary rite of passage. Like the Six of Swords is a moving on, but it's with a heavy heart, because it's like there's some kind of irreparable damage, or you know that you're never going to find that stability, that security, that happiness that you desire in that situation. Because what you're really desiring here, Virgo, is the Ten of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles is one of the, you know, abundance, living your best life cards. It's about, you want the whole thing. You want the partner, the pets, the generational living, the beautiful home, the stability, financial resources, or whatever success and achievement means to you. It doesn't have to be what I've just described. So I think that you're going to leave a situation behind in order to really go after what you truly desire. You know, you want all that stability and, you know, the resources and that kind of thing. I mean, at a 10, it can indicate that this was relating to a completion on the home front as well. Alternatively, it can also be an increase in financial resources, money coming in, inheritance, windfall, and that kind of thing as well. So there you go, Virgo. That's what I've got for you for the next 6 months. I do hope it plays out well for you. Do keep in mind that I'm reading for a collective, so it won't be everybody's reading. You might want to check back at the 2020 overview and just see how this aligns for you. And leave me a comment. Love to know how it unfolds and if it resonates. I'll be back here with plenty more readings throughout the year for you.